All right, guys, it is November 22nd. Thank you for joining me tonight. You're going to need your chair, your body towel, a pair of weights, and 2 bands, one for arms, one for legs. We will be using them simultaneously, so you can't get away with using the same one for both things, unless you have 2 of them that are exactly the same. Also, remember to have your water nearby. It's that time of year that because it's colder, you don't want to drink water because water's cold. So do yourself a hot favor and warm your water up. Drink at room temperature or a little bit warmer. The inside of your body will thank you for this. All right, let's get started with a little bit of breathing. Turn that up just a smidge. Let's just breathe in. And the hands just emphasize. Arms up. And down. Widen your stance. And let's do a little bit of a squat plie. And you can do the breathing with this, but this is more of the squat in the hinge and return. Doing that gentle hip hinge back there, so make sure you're pushing back the hips. Gentle waking up the inner thighs, stretching those arms way high, and sweep. Arch your back and bring it up, look up. Sweep and look down, take it all the way, and up. And one more time, so press into it, bring it up. Now let's just roll our shoulders into open position, squeezing the shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your arms go down. And go ahead and pick up your towel. Roll your shoulders over. Now let's just turn. And we're going to sweep it down towards the floor. So you're going to do a little hip hinge that goes from one side to the other. Again. Lean back a little bit into it. And then reposition forward. Come up. And lean into the backside. Down. Up. And lean to the back. Down. Up. Lean. Good. And center. And roll it up, and up, 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 arms back if you can. Roll the shoulders up and over, separate right through here, chin down, and bring it in. All right. We're going to do a high knee march. It's just going to be, so the game here is just to pick the knees up as high as you can without bending into it. Okay? We want to get the hips warmed up. We want to get the quads warmed up. We've done a little stretching. You gotta get those knees up. Now, we're going to slowly start angling them over towards the 45. And you can slow it down if you need to. But really, when you pick the knees up. And now let's open that angle up a little wider. There you go. Out. Out. Now let's start bringing it back in. 45. And right front. Here we go. And let's take it low. Just go into our little march. Pull that area down. Just kind of slide on out here to hip hinge position. And let's just press back into the hips. Kind of lock the knees out, but not truly. We want to wake up the hamstrings. So we're going to hold this position without moving. Go ahead and roll your toes. Don't lift your feet, just kind of roll your toes with it. And begin a gentle pulse. And we're just going to stay in this position because we're going right into the next song with this. Now, just go into heel march. So you're in hip hinge position, lifting those heels. Whatever you want to do with your hands, if you want to brace, that's fine. If you want to go in the back, you can do that. If you want to flail uncontrollably, you can do that as well. Five, 4, 3, 2, and toes. So you have to put your weight in your heel. You're doing a little shift back in the rear, catch, because you're lifting your feet up and then bobbing your shins. Head and neck are still in good position. 4, 3, 2, and heels. Four, 3, 2, and toes. 4, 3, 2, and heels. And now the toes. And now the heels. Stay there. 4, 3, 2. Let's sit down into this hip hinge. Down, down, down. Now make sure you're breathing. Nice steady pace. Lactic acid buildup is going to be pretty high here. So make sure you're breathing as best you can. Almost done. Come up halfway and back to heels. And now toes. And now we're done. All right. Woo. I'm going to pause that. We need an actual half second. We're going to put on bands now, legs and arms. Woo. Just give your legs a chance to kind of get that out. What I want you to do then, take your hands like this at the top of your quads and just push through here. You're going to do some stimulation on those muscles to kind of get that lactic acid moving out of there. You can do that even sitting down as well. Band below the knees, unless you have issues with that. I usually put mine right about the widest part of my calf because that's what works for me. If you want to put it higher, it's about positioning. Where do you want that band? How does it feel to you? Try to get it to lay flat. That'll be most beneficial. And then the band is going to be on arms. Now, the song after this, we're going to do bands from the chair, and I'm going to adjust my chair here in just a minute, but not yet. But we're going to be standing up, so get in your open space. And I'm going to make it go back to the beginning. So we're just going to do a simple step out. Ready? You're going to step and in, step and in. So you're holding one arm steady and pressing the other out. And you want it as close to your elbows as it can be. So you've got the strongest part of the lever. Step and step. Keeping your feet parallel. You don't want to have your toes leading. Okay. Just a nice lateral movement. The arms. When you're opening, The elbow's in its natural position, just kind of pushing things away. And if you need to adjust, you can always bring the band in, let it get a little slack in it. It'll help you do a quick adjustment. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, keep the legs going out and in, arms down. Press 1, press 1. So you want to lead with the pinky on this. Big open hands. Lead the pinky, lead the pinky. One arm only. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch the band off. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to step. We're going to do our tennis and serve. Tennis and serve. So you want to take that arm way back there. Just stretch through. Stretch. Follow through. Turn it open the hip on this. There you go. Turn it open and close. Open and close. Open and close. 2 more. Open and close. Open, close, and chair. All right. Keep that band where it is. Keep that band on your hands. And then back. So just start with a little quick march. March and march. At resistance. Arms at resistance. Out and in. And notice, just a couple of inches. You're going to feel that go right up outside of your legs. Let's add the arms. Out. Out. Just a gentle movement at the elbows. Now let's do it in opposites. Legs, arms, legs, arms, legs, arms. I know some of you brains are not lying. Somebody blue screen. Back in time. Now, hold the arms open. Just move your upper body while your feet are just off around here. Now, keep your feet at resistance and just kind of pop through the music. Make little circles if you want, little squares, little zigzags. Hold the arms open. Go side to side. What does it feel like to you? Five, 4, 3, 2, and off. Feet together, and off. There we go. Do a little speed. Do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Arms. Shoulders. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Use it as a stretch. In a very high cardio position. Almost done. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Woo. Okay. We're done with the bands for the moment. Now, we're going to do lunges. If you want your chair, set it up far enough in front of you because you're going to be doing reverse lunges and curtsy lunges. No band, no nothing else. You're probably thinking, oh, my poor legs. Yes, your poor legs. Oh my gosh. Let's do this. I'm just going to have it here for me to grab if I need it. I'm not going to really use it too much. we're going to be doing our toe heel position to begin with on the quick part. When we get to the slower song, we will go longer, leaner, lower. So it's going to be fairly quick, and y'all are familiar with this. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, step, 1, 2, 3. So on the very first sets, it's going to be that toe heel with the idea of getting your heel to the floor very quickly. Good posture upright, nice leg movement, moving back and forth. As you get into the pattern, then you'll be able to make adjustments, go deeper if you need to, everything like that. We're also going to be doing the curtsy the same way, which means you'll simply take it and you'll do a very high 1, 2, 3. So it's basically going to be an open hip squat. So you have to be careful that you're not just, leaning in, that you need to both feet, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So as we go along, we'll spread it out. I'm going to actually move my chair.
I don't have dog class tomorrow night, because tonight's Monday, Tuesday, I don't have dog class.
Well,
Wednesday, I have dog class.
we'll try to have, sit down and have a meal tomorrow night.
Okay.
Are you done? It's like, okay. I don't know who you're talking to, Teresa, but it sounds intriguing. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can see it's just very quick, so you just want to focus on getting the heel down. Good posture. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just kind of think of this precursor warm up. Down and down. 1, 2, 3. Stretch it out. Now we've already done a lot of stretching, which is why you should be able to warm up into this faster. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And we're going to redirect and go into our curtsies. Ready? 1, 2, 3, step. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's very quick, short. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Think of it also as a stretch to kind of counter what we just did. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It counts about timing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go into a pattern. So let's march. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now curtsy. 1, 2, 3. And back into reverse. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And curtsy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do you remember? Curtsy. Back. And back. And cross. And cross. And back. And back. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And shake it out. Doing the same set of lunges, much slower. Starting with the step back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Use good posture. 1, 2, 3. Good form. 1, 2, 3. And if you're barefooted, 1, 2, 3. Use those toes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last set. 1, 2, 3. All right. Shake your legs out. curtsy lunge. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Into our pattern. 1, 2, 3. Do you remember what it is? 1, 2, 3. Now curtsy. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter what direction. 1, 2, 3. So 2 back, 2 side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now your legs are tired. My legs are tired. So go a little slower. Stretch it out. Pattern last time. Last set of curtsies. And shake it out. Okay. Pick up your towel. We're going to ignore the legs for just a little bit. Work on upper body rotation. Okay? So, I want you to have a hip width stance, maybe a little wider than hips. And I don't want you turning your legs. So when we rotate, your knees should not be turning, your ankles should not be turning, at the hips only and the shoulders. So bring this guy right here, put it at your collarbone. 4 count, turn to the left, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 3, 2 by 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms out. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Go post, arms resting on your head. Same thing. Don't miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. High up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. All right. Now, I need you to pick up your weights, sit down on your chair. So we're going to do weighted resistance cardio. So you're just going to let the weights gently rest there. Just use 1 or 2 fingers to hold it in place. Sit up nice and tall. So if you're barefoot, barefooted, this is great because I want you to spread your toes out while you're marching. Bring your toes in. Spread your toes out. You got shoes on? Pretend. Do the best you can. Spread your toes out. And bring your toes in. Did you notice as you spread, your legs follow? When you spread out your toes, your feet tend to want to wander apart because they're following your pinky toes. And as you bring it back in, they want to come back in. They have minds of their own. On your toes. Remember, it's the toe box. And you can actually, if you're barefooted, you can kind of feel the push as your toes are pushing off the floor. In your shoes, it's a little harder to feel because you've got the sole in the way, but it's still there. Okay. 4, 3, 2, and down. Regular march. Go ahead and take your heels out just in front. Because we're going to do heel march, right? Here we go. So you got those toes up. Splay those toes. Close those toes. Splay and close. Open, close. In your shoes or barefooted. Open, close. Open, close. Open, and put your feet down and march. March them out as wide as you can go. And let's bring them back in. Let's go on the side motion. March them open. And in, coming this way. And once you get to the middle, just go right to normal. Our edges. Take it open. And turn it on the inner edge until your knees meet. And back on your toes. Feel that roll from the toe box into your toes, hips proper as you're lifting. And let's get our hands flat on the weights and just let the toes go here. Just kind of roll the weights on top of your legs. So you're having to multitask. You don't want to lose weights. So you're going to have to do some adjustments. Your fingers won't stay steady. You have to open your fingers, close your fingers, use your thumb to make minute adjustments because the weights are going to move. Regular march. The weight's going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job, guys. All right, let's go right into abs. So go ahead and take your feet out. Toes are beyond the knees. Lift the little toes. Let's go ahead and bring the weights right here to chest level. Arms down. Let's go from our 80 to our 70 and just hold it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now pulse is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, steady rock and beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, keep everything going and adjust so your fingers are outside of your weights. So your thumbs and your weights should be pressing together so that your fingers are loose now. So for every pulse, a set of fingers are going to touch. Index, then middle, then ring, then pinky. Index, middle, ring, pinky. Index, middle, ring, pinky, middle, pinky, ring, index, 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 middle, ring, pinky, ring, pinky, pinky, ring, middle, index, index, middle, ring, pinky, middle, ring, and done. Just have a touch and bring your elbows up. So lift the weights so that the heads are raised. You're just holding them by the thumbs. You still got your little steeple going here. You should be still doing your rocking pulse. probably forgot about that and trying to keep up with your fingers. That's okay. All right, go ahead and release. I want you to bring the weights like you're going to be doing. Stretch into your, just go ahead and press into your shoulders. Bring the weights to the head of the shoulder. If this bothers you, you can drop your elbows. So you've got the shoulder press going. You've got the abs going. Quads going. Okay, good. Let's breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to 90. Your arms just kind of roll down. Bring your weights here and just breathe forward. Breathe up. And exhale down again. Let that lumbar stretch out. All right. We're going to do more abs. So go to 45. A little wider if you're comfortable with that. Arms down to the side in normal hold position. Tilt, 2, and up. 2, halfway is where we're going, and up, because we got to stretch those sides. 1, 2, up, 2. Make sure you're keeping your shoulders in line with your hips. 1, 2, up, 2, 1, 2, up, 2, 1, 2, up, 2, 1, 2, and come here. All right, widen your stance a little more if you need to, and go ahead and take your weights to that V position. Again, shoulders and hips in line. 1, 2, and up, 2, 1, 2, and up, 2. So this is our pattern, 2, and up, 2. And as you get down and you come up, if you're already touching the floor, you reach out a little further and up. So you're reaching away and up. So your outside arm has to do kind of a counterbalance out here. You're just letting it dangle between your forefinger and your middle finger. 2, 1, 2, and up. 2, 1, 2, and up. 2, last 1, 2, and up. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Your goal is not to touch. Your goal is to tighten the area around your belly button. Now, that sounds vague because that whole area is kind of vague. You focus on where your belly button is. There's a lot of muscles around there. And for everybody, it's going to be different what you feel. But if you're keeping your shoulders in line with your hips, and you're just using that area, you're going to feel a lot of it. And where you feel is going to be different from where I feel, because I've already done 1 or 2 workouts today. And I'm going to go ahead and rotate my arms so that they're just turned a little bit from where they are in the normal hang. It doesn't do anything necessarily other than just give your arm a little different area to focus on. And then just kind of rotate it back the other way. Now that does make a difference. If you turn your hands forward and to the outside, and you're doing the TikTok, you will definitely feel a difference there. And then just go ahead and turn it into the normal position. You feel the difference how it kind of eased up. It didn't become easier, it just wasn't as hard. And go ahead and just turn your weight to the back and out. And it's less about your abs and more about your arms. So it's just amazing how these little tiny bits change what you're doing. All right. Good job. I've talked us all into oblivion. Here we go. We're going to stroll the Westbury and cool off. So put your weights away. Go to 45 for me. Make sure you have a good seat on your chair. So we're going to roll our belly forward towards the floor so that your lower spine is in a good position, keeping your head and neck in good position. So you're not going to drop them towards the floor. You're going to lead with your chest towards the floor. Take a deep breath. And just kind of exhale halfway. Till you feel your inner thighs say something to you. You go brace on your thighs. Get in this position and then move your toes. Do pinky, ring, middle, index, and the big toe press into the floor as if you're gripping the floor, shoes or no shoes, and then relax your feet. Breathe up. And we're going to exhale down again, a little further. I want you to simply lift your toes off the carpet, toe box stays, lift the toes, spread them out, keep breathing. Pull them in, push them down, breathe up. We're going to go down as far as you can. Let your head and neck go to neutral. Stretch out that low back. If you feel like it, you can put one or two hands towards the ground. But make sure you keep your head and neck in neutral. Don't tuck your chin. Go down as far as you can without really dropping your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to slide one elbow back up to your knee and then the other elbow up to your knee. Make sure your head and neck are neutral and just begin that lift. And I want you to tuck your belly button now into your low back. Just kind of collapse in on yourself. Feel that pull between your shoulder blades. Roll your shoulders forward, forward, forward. And then very gently bring yourself back up into good posture position. All right. Left hand on the right knee. Right hand on the back of the chair. Make sure you tuck that elbow down. And we're going to go into the turn. You pick the position you want to be in. We're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean away from it just enough to let your arms slide down. Let's re-engage on the other side. Right hand to the left knee, left hand to the back. Get that elbow drop down and in there. Find the position you want to be in and turn for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean away so that you can drop that arm without juking your elbow or missing your shoulder up. Come to center. Do a little turn here. Little turn here. This is that upper body movement we did a while ago without moving the hips. Bring it up higher. Bring it up higher. 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 All right, go ahead and bring it down. Walk your feet in, big ankles, big toes, out, 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 in. All right, bring your feet underneath you, shoes or no. I want you to get it far enough that you're only on your toes and not your toe box at all. You can, if you're barefooted, you can feel the stretch. You got your shoes on, you may have to do a little work to get your feet up under there. Just kind of stretch that for 3, 2, 1. And bring your feet forward on your heels. You're just going to let your legs sit there. Let the back of your hands rest here. Let's take a nice deep breath. And exhale down. Relax your toes and pull your feet in. All right, guys. Can you walk at this point? All right. Thank you for joining me. We'll chat on the flip side. Let me go press stop.